In this video, I'm going to explain how to write your rhythm on Seesaw. So if we see on this page, we have one measure, and this has 4 beats in it. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. And down here, we have another measure with the same amount of beats in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We call this 4/4 time when there's 4 beats in a measure. So now we're going to start writing some rhythms on here. I'm going to click on the marker, the thin marker down here. And what kind of note do you think this is? This is a quarter note. Let's try just doing all quarter notes. It's okay if it's a little bit messy as long as you can clearly see what kind of note it is. These all get 1 beat each. So if I was to say this rhythm, I would clap 4 beats to start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ta. So those again are quarter notes. To erase them, you go to the eraser down in the right corner and you click on it. Let's try a different kind of note. What kind of note is this? This is a whole note. They call it a whole note because it takes up the whole measure. It's got 4 beats long on it. So I'm going to do 4 beats of clapping to start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta. Okay. Let's erase that. Let's try a different kind of note. What kind of note is this? This is a half note, and a half note gets 2 beats. So we have 1 beat here, 1 beat here. Fills up both of those beats. Let's add another half note here. Remember, it takes up half the measure. Doesn't that make sense? Here's 1 half. Here is the second half. So I'm going to give myself 4 beats to count off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, let me erase that. Let's try a different kind of note. What kind of note is that? This is a paired eighth note. Each dot of a paired eighth note gets half a beat. Take a half a beat and another half beat, it will equal 1 whole beat. So this works within this small box here. And I'm going to put them in every beat. Okay, we call these TTs, also paired eighth notes. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T. And if you'll notice, I am clapping the beat. And the beat is just quarter notes, which I had showed you earlier. So let me just show you again. Keeping the beat to keep myself steady, but the beat is just 4 quarter notes that repeat, also known as ta. All right, and I'm forgetting just one. Do you remember which one it is? This is a quarter rest. A quarter rest gets 1 silent beat. If you just did 4 quarter rests, no, it's kind of a squiggly looking 3. That's what I tried to do. If we just did that, there would be no sound for those 4 beats. So that'll be too easy to be performing that. So we're going to erase these and we're going to mix quarter rests with the other kinds of notes. Okay. Let's do a quarter note. Do another quarter note. Do a rest. And then do a TT, also known as the paired eighth note. So let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, rest, TT. Ta, ta, rest, TT. Okay, so I think that's enough examples for you, but when you're doing your assignment, you're going to write one measure up here, and then you're going to put another measure down here. You could do maybe a half note here, and a TT here, and put a quarter note here, a ta. So to do your whole rhythm would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, rest, TT, ta, TT, ta, 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 rest, TT, ta, TT, ta. Now if you want to actually perform this with your hands, you can clap the rhythm. You could also grab sticks from outside or chopsticks inside, maybe even pencils. And you're going to need to keep the beat going, and I like to keep the beat going by stomping it. Okay, so I'm going to stomp 4 times, and then we're going to start. I'm going to clap the rhythm this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is how you do your rhythm.